Are niche fragrances worth the price? You might be wondering, especially if you are new to the niche fragrance world. We buy niche fragrances because we want to smell like no one else, special, and the scent profiles to be very unique. You know, we pay that extra money so that we can smell better than anyone else and be very uniquely scented, stand out from the crowd, so to speak. But are all niche fragrances worth the price? I'm gonna say no. But there are ones that are absolutely worth every single penny. That's what I'm going to share with you today. 20 niche fragrances that are so worth the price, worth every penny you spend on them. Hi my lovely people, welcome to today's fabulous fragrance video. I have 20 absolutely amazing, perfect in every way niche fragrances that are so worth your hard-earned money. We don't want to just spend money on every perfume, right, you guys? That's why we watch fragrance reviews, because we want to know what the best of the best of the best fragrances are. And not that you're going to get that from every YouTube review, but you know, if you know what channels to watch, which reviewers have the knowledge and the class and insights that are useful, then you know. So I have 20 here that, in my opinion, that I consider worth every dime, okay? So I'm actually going to start with, since it's very fresh in my memory, I talked about this in my last video, which was a video about hot new perfume releases. Actually, they're perfumes that just blew my mind. So this was featured in it. This is none other than Acro Rice. Guys, I don't know where this fragrance house has been all my life. I'm new to this fragrance house. I've heard so much about Acro Bake, which is absolutely delicious. And then I got a sample and it blew my mind. It smells like a lemon cake, you know, only the delicious perfume sexy version of it. Now this right here is even more unique, if you ask me, even more worth the price. I can smell this fragrance. I'm holding it out here and I can smell it, okay? So this is a very special fragrance. This is why I say it's worth every dime you spend. This is a fragrance, I'm smelling it, you guys. It's so insane that I can smell it from the atomizer this far out. And that's one of the special things I'm going to talk to you about. So this fragrance is technically a fragrance with a lot of gorgeous tropical fragrance notes. And our minds will go right to summer, right? When you mention tropical fragrance notes like the ones that are in this fragrance, mind straight goes to summer. But you guys, this fragrance was just released in the beginning of September for a reason, because it's designed to be worn all year round. And it's designed to be worn in colder months without a problem. In fact, if you look on Acro's website, it made sense to me why they released it in September. You know, I thought to myself, like, sometimes we have to challenge our own ways, right? Our own set in the ways of how we are. There are certain notes that work better in cold, right? Cold weather, and they complement the ambience of the cold seasons like fall and winter. So we tend to kind of gravitate towards those notes. But we never think about how if a perfume with like so-called summer notes or tropical notes actually can project in cold weather, actually last in cold weather, why don't we wear them in fall or winter? Because it's really awesome to spray something like this on and be like transported to a beach and summer vacation in the middle of winter or middle of fall, when you're kind of having that seasonal thing, you know, where there's no sun and you get a little depressed. Why not? Right now, let me smell this. You guys, I kind of lose my mind when I smell it. And tell you what, my husband lost his mind when he first smelled this. And you know, he doesn't just like any perfume. Hold on. It is just a pleasure smelling this fragrance. I'm not gonna spray this one today. It was my scent of the day, like many days now since I received it. Today I'm wearing something else, but I'm gonna continue to wear this all throughout winter, all into spring and summer, every time, okay? Oh, you guys, this has the most beautiful tropical floral notes like frangipani. If you have watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I'm crazy about frangipani, and it's like my favorite tropical floral note. And then there's tiare flower, it's in here too. Guys, it just transport you to like this Hawaiian beach or some kind of tropical beach, like immediately. And then this has coconut water. Oh, what more do you want? And now there's my mouth watering. Whenever I smell a good perfume, my mouth waters. And it's a little gourmet, you guys. The beautiful thing about this fragrance is that it's not just like a beachy type fragrance. It's more. There's this beautiful sweetness in this fragrance that's not a toothachingly sweetness. It's this beautiful little laced, like it's laced with this sweetness which comes from the toffee note that's in this fragrance. Can you believe it? Toffee, I've never seen toffee being paired with frangipani, tiare flower kind of notes, but because of that toffee note, it's a gourmet note, it works in colder weather too. I think that's why it works in colder weather. There's this beautiful sweetness to this fragrance that's just so ethereal kind of sweetness, not that sweet, toothachingly kind of sweet type of sweetness, okay? There's beautiful sensual, this dry down of this fragrance is so sensual with sandalwood. It's just so good. My husband like almost went cross-eyed when he first smelled this. He was like, oh my God, you know, that's my type. Do you see the dent I put into this perfume already? I've had this literally for like a little over a week. Look, it's down to here. Oh my Lord, I'm going to need a new one soon. Wow. Okay, Acro Rice, you guys, you have to get it, and get Acro Bake too. You can use my Lucky Scent discount code. It's Cleo10. I will link it down in the description box as well for you. It will give you a nice discount, which Acro, I'm not even sure if you can even get a discount anywhere else for Acro fragrances. So you guys know, if you know me at all, that I am 100% in love with this fragrance. It is in my top 3 for life, not just top 10. This I can't live without. I will purchase this for the rest of my life as long as this house, Maison Crivelli, makes it. It's of course Hibiscus Majad by Maison Crivelli. Guys, you know, look, I'm halfway through the bottle, okay? Half is gone, I gotta get a new one here soon. Oh, this is the most gorgeous unique fragrance. This projects like crazy. By the way, did I tell you about Acro Rice? Lasts for a long time, projects really well, which it's designed to be worn in all year round basically. So just because it had tropical notes doesn't mean you need to limit it to like the warm months. I would recommend that for this one. This should be one you wear like as the sun starts to go down in the summertime and spring. This can be worn now, fall, winter, anytime, because this is a 12-hour plus fragrance. It lasts forever, projects like crazy. A crazy compliment getter. By the way, I'm already getting compliments on Acro Rice like nuts, and I haven't even worn to work yet. Wait till I wear it to work. So this Hibiscus Majad, you guys, huge compliment getter. One time I was sitting in this like waiting room for a medical appointment, and this nurse came and grabbed me and walked me back and just like, it's you. I've been smelling this beautiful scent for hours, and I couldn't tell which one of you in the waiting room was smelling like heaven. So it's you. thank God I found you. What are you wearing? So that's the kind of compliments I get on this. This has, so it's hibiscus, but it's actually, hibiscus, the flower doesn't have necessarily like a scent. It does, like a faint scent. It's, I think it comes from the nectar of it. So it's this like slightly sweet scent. They created that scent with rose and spearmint, you guys, together. It actually worked. And then this has a beautiful, luxurious leather note in it. It's, oh, it's the best. And it has a bucket of vanilla, which makes it really, like, it's perfect. It makes it smell like hibiscus nectar, okay? Oh, so feminine, oh, so sexy, oh, so beautiful. Worth every last penny, okay? Get it. It needs to be in your top 10 for life. And here is another one that I am a die-hard lover of, and you guys are getting tired of listening to this, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it's worth every penny. This is the most unique oud fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. In fact, it doesn't smell like an oud fragrance, even though there is oud in it. I'm gonna say there's like a natural oud, but 100% crisp, clean oud in here, because there's no barnyardness, there's no strong Middle Eastern kind of vibe in it at all. This is by Kilian, of course. This is Kilian Rose Oud, the new formula. Apparently the Kilian Rose Oud used to exist a while ago. I think it's not the same fragrance this is anymore. It's been redone and relaunched. That's what I hear anyway. Also, almost halfway through, I love this bottle of perfume, and this is the time of the year that I start wearing it. This is a cold weather fragrance. I would say it's very strong. If you wear it in warmer months, wear it at night. This, smell it over here. I'm telling you, all of these fragrances. When I say worth every penny, I take everything into consideration. Scent profile, is it worth every penny? The longevity, is it worth every penny? Projection, worth every penny? Sillage, worth every penny? All of that. If the answer to all of those questions is yes, that's when I call it worth every penny, every hard-earned dime of your money, okay? This, you guys, is the most gorgeous and unique rose oud fragrance ever. It's not your average rose oud. It doesn't even really smell like oud. It has this leather note in it, which makes it so sultry. There is cypriol oil in here, which is a very sultry herbal note, which adds that super sultriness to this, which is, I think, what moderated or changed the oud note in here. And it just smells absolutely like sexy. Like, it smells like this woman wearing long velvet red dress and very bold red lips, and she's just dropped it. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent vibe. This is absolutely feminine, worth every penny. I could recommend all the perfumes from Micallef to be worth every penny, but I'm going to limit it to 2 fragrances because I don't want to just talk about perfumes, too many perfumes from one house, you know. But this one, Note Vanille, by far is the best vanilla I've ever smelled. You guys, this is an actual niche fragrance, okay? It's not like sugary sweet. Like, you can, any so-called niche house can take some notes and add like a bunch of sugar in it and some vanilla and call it a vanilla fragrance. But this is not like that. This is a well blended, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous vanilla. This is a slightly, very slightly boozy vanilla that has a very gourmet vibe to it. It almost smells to my nose sometimes almost like ice cream, you guys. I don't know, like a boozy vanilla ice cream, okay? And with beautiful floral, white floral notes mainly in it. It's absolutely stunning. Can't get enough of it. Micallef. I have a discount code for you guys for Micallef fragrances down in the description box. And here, Micallef Watch, the other one that I love from Micallef. It is the most hypnotic is the word that comes to me. Beautiful, tropical, but like very sultry, white yellow floral fragrance. This has like ylang ylang and all these gorgeous tropical floral notes like ylang ylang, jasmine, and all these beautiful, like beautiful, gorgeous florals. and a load of vanilla and a bunch of other really gorgeous notes, you guys. It just smells like a tropical goddess, drop dead goddess, worth every penny. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get to the more newer ones later. These are things you've heard from me a lot at the time, but I have a lot more that I haven't really talked too much about. I need to talk about that are worth every penny. Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense, no introduction necessary. You know this is a divine fragrance. Oh my lord, it's the most natural smelling, and it really is very natural ingredients Fragrance du Bois uses. You know, they use the most crisp, clean, gorgeous oud that doesn't even smell like the kind of oud that you're used to, you know, like the barnyard oud or like very strong oud like you get in Middle Eastern perfumes. Nothing like that at all. Very crisp, clean oud in their fragrances. This, you guys, has ylang ylang, tiare flower, gorgeous. Tiare flower is one of the most gorgeous tropical floral notes. Some bunch of exotic tropical fruits. I'm sure pineapple type of fruits in here. This has a note, actually the only synthetic note I think that's in here, only because it can be made naturally, that smells like a little bit like banana leaf, which adds a very tropical kind of twist to it. It's through and through tropical fragrance, I'm telling you. And I take this, look at how much I've used. I only sparingly use this fragrance because I don't want to run out of it too fast, because it's very expensive, and also I treasure it. But every time I go on summer vacation, I take this with me, and you know I do, because I always, you know, Instagram my fragrances that I take. Worth every penny, must have. My husband loves it. It's one of his top 5 like that he loves on me. Here's a newer fragrance that I just added to my collection that I was dying to wear until fall started, and I just started wearing it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is worth every penny you spend on it. This is none other than Clandestine Clara by Penhaligon's, you guys. This is, oh my. I love the way this fragrance smells. It's such a boozy, ambery, woody, vanilla-y gorgeousness with a slight bit of warm spice and a very tiny hint of patchouli that adds a little earthiness that really complement the gourmet notes in here. The patchouli is not at all detectable that much. It's not strong. I believe this has a load of amber, which is always a very sexy note. Load of vanilla, which always makes things amazing. Perfumes amazing. This, I believe, has rum for a boozy note, which I think is delicious in here. Very woody. Has a tad of, I think, cinnamon too, which I think is the perfect spice for this. But it's not overwhelming at all. A tiny hint, like I said, of patchouli. Whew, it smells so sexy, so feminine. I cannot wait. And I adore this bottle. I love peacocks. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy I bought it. Then I have one that truly surprised me. Not because I didn't think it would be such a compliment getter. Yes, I think it smells amazing. But I got more compliments than I bargained for with this one. It's actually Gritty's Gossip Night. You guys, this smells amazing. It's quite a bit powdery, but in a really good way. It's a little bit musky, but it's a fruity and vanilla-y, caramelly gourmet fragrance. This has a juicy peach note, and it has, I think, lychee too for a fruity note. And it has all these beautiful powdery notes. It also has a little bit of heliotrope, if I'm not mistaken. But it has the most gorgeous gourmet notes. It's kind of lactonic too from the whipped cream. Like, it's very milky, you know. And then there's that gorgeous amount of caramel in here with the whipped cream, with the creaminess of the whipped cream, and then the sweetness of the caramel together. So good. A bucket of vanilla, of course. Musk adds a lot of sexiness to it. This is a huge compliment getter. Every time I go somewhere wearing this and I'm like a few feet away from people, they always ask me what I'm wearing. I was at my hair removal appointment, for example, and they, like 4 people at the place asked me what I was wearing. This is a huge compliment getter. Lasts a long time, projects really well, so worth every penny. Then I have a gorgeous, sweet, caramelly leather perfume that just the sound of it is so sexy. This is Unnoy Nomad Sugar Leather. This is another one of my husband's favorites. This one, you guys, has like this beautiful amount of caramel with leather. So sexy, the sweetness with leather. So sugar leather is a very appropriate name. It has a bit of amber, obviously you can tell by the juice color. A little bit of warm spice like cinnamon. It's woody, it's just balsamic a little bit too. It's quite an aromatic fragrance. Oh, I just love it. This is actually a fragrance, surprisingly, I could wear in the summertime. I got this in summertime or just before summer. I actually ended up wearing it. No, it was during summertime. I ended up wearing it at like nighttime in the summertime, and it worked perfect. My husband loves it on me. Now's the time to wear this in this transitional period. Fall is coming. Perfect perfume. Worth every penny because the scent profile is very unique and different. I've never smelled anything like it, which is what you want from a niche fragrance. Oh, here's another caramelly goodness. This is one of my favorite gourmet fragrances, period. And this is perfect for this time of the year in fall. Perfect time to wear it. It's the most delicious, gorgeous gourmet fragrance ever. This is Moula Moula by Byron Parfum. You guys, this is, oh, this fruity caramelly fragrance, you guys. This has loads of berry notes like raspberry, strawberry. This has peach, that juicy peach, and the caramel, the dripping, sweet, delicious caramel in here. So I got a little bit of a zing from the ginger, which is a very juicy, zingy note that I just love in perfumes. Mwah. And then, of course, pink pepper is always a lovely, lovely note in fragrances. Labdanum adds a little bit of that leather kind of nuance to it. Musk, a lot of musk, which is always sexy. A lot of vanilla, some woodiness. I believe there is a little bit of oud in here, which is very subtle, okay? And also the patchouli in here, super subtle. You can't even tell it's there. But absolutely delicious, you guys. It's one of the best gourmet fragrances ever, and it lasts forever, projects so well. Now is the really best time to wear it. And you guys, there is a Moula Moula caramel coming out. Another flanker to this. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. As soon as it's released, I'm gonna review it for you guys, so stay tuned. I have a feeling it's gonna be even more caramelly. There's caramel in here, but if the name of the other one is Moula Moula Caramel, that probably has like 2 buckets of caramel in it. Anyway, worth every penny. Speaking of unique fragrances, this really blew my mind. My husband loves it too. This is a very edgy fragrance. That's the word that always comes to mind when I talk about this. This is, of course, Room 1015's Cherry Punk. I impatiently wait for colder months to come around to wear this because this is the most edgy, you know, like hip and happening fragrance ever. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is a cherry fragrance, you guys, but not your average cherry, not your cherry almond kind of fragrance, which everybody does. But yes, this has a bit of almond nuance to it, but it's actually a cherry leather fragrance. There's a very luxurious leather note in here that makes it so edgy. Very, very cutting edge kind of fragrance. You smell so fashionable when you wear this. That's what I have to say. Very stylish fragrance. I do have a discount code for this. I will link it down in the description box for you to buy from Room 1015 website. Forgot to mention I also have discount codes for Sugar Leather and Gritty. Gritty is also from Lucky Scent. You can use my Lucky Scent discount on it. This one I have discount code too down in the description. So if I forget to mention the discount codes, I might forget going forward. I don't know if I have any discount codes for the other fragrances, but if I forget, just know that you just have to check the description box of this video. Just click on the 3 dots and it'll unfold, and that's the description box. I have to mention this, although this is such a well-known fragrance and everybody already are familiar with it. The marshmallow fragrance that got it all started with the marshmallow craze, okay? This is, of course, Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, you guys. It is over halfway gone. It's like 1/3 left. It's down to here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's down to here. All this is gone. That's how much I wear this perfume, even though I have 400 plus perfumes. Last time I counted, I might have more now. But anyway, oh, this is forever going to be special to me, no matter how many marshmallowy, orange blossomy fragrances come out in the future. This was the one that got started that whole orange blossom marshmallow craze. I say this is worth every penny, and this is a huge compliment getter. Every time I wear this, I get a compliment. It is huge. And of course, I'm just gonna pair these together. I'm not gonna talk about it separately. This is, of course, the flanker. This is Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, just as gorgeous, but this is the original that got it all started. Oh, this has obviously orange blossom, honeysuckle, that citrus floral scent mixed with that beautiful marshmallow. There's even a little bit of sugar, so it's kind of sweet, but not, to me, it's not too thickly sweet, but it is sweeter than most fragrances, so keep that in mind. And this, oh, so feminine. I don't know any other perfume that is like a femininity in a bottle, okay? This is without a doubt one of the most feminine perfumes I've ever smelled in my entire life. Whew, loads of vanilla, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. You guys, you must have one. Both of these, the extreme version as well. The only difference is the extreme is a little less sweet. So if you don't want like the sweetness to be that sweet, you can get this version, which is like almost the same, but less sweet. More of the rose note is more heightened. That one has rose too, but the rose in here is a little bit more heightened, and it's a little bit more grown-up smelling, whereas the Love Don't Be Shy is very playful. This is one of my favorite Amouage fragrances, bar none, because it's so darn unique. I've not smelled anything like it from any other house. This is Amouage Blossom Love. Word of warning, this is a stronger fragrance. Some people have issues with fragrances being a little strong, just giving you warning. But this is the most gorgeous boozy floral fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. Oh, I can smell it here, over here. That's how strong it is. Oh, this is so beautiful. This, you guys, has the most gorgeous florals. What makes it special is that it has a boozy note, amaretto. Oh God, that like almondy amaretto. Oh, booziness in here is just so divine. And of course, that amaretto really complements the heliotrope note in here, which has also a kind of an almondy nuance, you know. And it has rose, ylang-ylang, all these beautiful like cherry blossom type like fragrance notes, like floral notes. It has tonka bean and vanilla with like a very strong vanilla vibe. And it has a suede note, which makes it also very edgy, giving that leather accord to this fragrance, which makes it so strong that it is a fragrance that I recommend for colder weather, because I wore this once in warm weather, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was strong, okay? So you might want to reserve it for colder months. It's absolutely gorgeous. Amouage is such an innovative house. Their perfumes, you can be rest assured that nothing else is going to smell like their perfumes. Like, they're always going to make really unique cutting edge perfumes, worth every penny. Speaking of a house that makes unique cutting edge for perfumes that's worth every penny, I got to talk about Xerjoff and this lovely thing right here. There is no other. There is no other like this one. This is, of course, Xerjoff Italica. Oh, it is the most delicious gourmet fragrance. I would say it is the quintessential gourmet fragrance, like the best gourmet fragrance, you guys, out of all gourmet fragrances. It's that good. It is that perfume that smells like, okay, now please have some imagination when someone says, a fragrance reviewer says that it smells like an almond sugar cookie dipped in milk. It doesn't literally mean that it literally smells like that. It means it has that sort of type of scent but only perfume sexy version. This, you guys, again, it smells like a gorgeous, delicious almond cookie, sugar cookie, by the way, dipped in milk because it's lactonic from the milk that's in here. And it has a toffee note, I believe, that makes it so sweet and delicious. Oh my Lord, it's the most beautiful gourmet fragrance ever. I will always, always and forever buy it when I run out. I can't show you the dent. I'm gonna bet it's like down to here, okay? Because I wear it like crazy in colder months. I love to wear that in the colder months. It's one of the sweetest fragrances, by the way. It's very sweet. My husband loves it. He wants to take a bite out of me every time I wear it. And another really amazing fragrance from Xerjoff is this one here, Cruz del Sur 2. I've always appreciated this fragrance, but in the recent years, I have just head over heels fallen in love with it because I didn't realize before just how uniquely fruity this fragrance is, you guys. This is a very, oh, it has all this gorgeous tropical, like mango type, like tropical fruity notes with a very milkiness to it. You know how you get those gorgeous fancy like tropical mixed drinks like on vacation? It smells like that. Again, sexy perfume version. It doesn't literally smell like it, but oh, it has this dried fruit note that gives it this very unique sweetness to it. It's just so delicious. I wore it on my vacation this summer a lot, which I loved it. Like when I wore it and got into the pool and came out, I was smelling it even more. Somehow the water intensified it. It's perfect for poolside, anything, summer vacations, beach, name it, for summertime. That's a very summertime fragrance, by the way. And here is one that, of course, is always going to be a groundbreaking fragrance. I mean, although now there are gazillion dupes for this, okay? The reason why this fragrance is, you can imagine why it's worth every penny. When you get a few thousand dupes for a fragrance, you know that original was worth every penny, right? Because people want it. So this is Delina the original. This is a very unique, again, groundbreaking fragrance when it first came out because it combined this floral facet, the beautiful Turkish rose, with this sour tinge, you know, from the rhubarb, which was very cutting edge, kind of like the green nuance to it. It cut the florals through, and there's a little bit of incense in it that makes it so like sultry. This is always, it's got lychee. The fruity note is lychee, which is absolutely gorgeous. By the way, I forgot to mention to you about the Chilean rosewood. I just remembered. There's a fruitiness in here too in the opening. It's lychee, by the way, which I think adds a gorgeous dimension to that. Anyway, I am getting distracted. So yeah, Delina, the original, will always be one that's worth every penny to me, no matter how many times it's been duped, okay? Like how many dupes come out for it. And then I have this one right here, Creed, Aventus for Her. This one is a very unique, sophisticated fragrance to me, you guys. But I will warn you, this is quite earthy from the patchouli. I don't consider the patchouli in here to smell like dirty at all, but it's kind of like Chanel. You know how Chanel uses patchouli in a way that it's very like sophisticated. That earthiness adds this sophistication. I don't know why. It's kind of like that. You know how Coco Mademoiselle has that Chanel DNA. A lot of the times include patchouli, like Chanel Paris Paris, for example. This, you guys, has a juicy blackcurrant note which gives it like this bursting, juicy kind of opening. It's lined with a bunch of gorgeous fresh citruses, which makes the opening very bursting, citrusy and fresh. And then that blackcurrant is actually in the base, so that juiciness stays all the way down to the dry down. It's very musky. It has a little bit of rose, some sandalwood for like sensual, like dry down. It's a very sophisticated, high-end smelling fragrance. I like to wear this when I go like luxury shopping, actually. And of course, I love to bring this on vacation, which is then I have here Raja Creation E Parfum for women. Oh, I know there's a pour homme version too for men. This one, you guys, has that rose de mai and the geranium, which is always a great pair. Geranium and rose complement each other so well. It has jasmine from Glass, France, and it has ylang ylang, heliotrope, this very pretty bouquet of flowers. It has a sensual dry down from sandalwood, some powderiness from orris. It's got ambergris with that sort of woody marine kind of nuance. Musks, of course, a tad tiny bit of patchouli, but this is a very hypnotic, bewitching floral fragrance. Very feminine. I would say perfect for a very special day like your wedding day if you're a bride. It's a perfume that will leave a lasting impression. Very hypnotic, gorgeous. Raja Parfum fragrances are actually absolutely high top quality, and they're very expensive, by the way. Oh yeah, I have a discount code for you for that one on Twisted Lily. I will link it down in the description box. It's actually Cleo 10. And then I have one here that everybody knows, but this is still worth every penny, no matter how many thousand different dupes have come out. This is, of course, Baccarat Rouge 540, the original. You guys, this is the perfume that got started it all. I think there are 4,000 or 5,000 plus dupes and counting. That's how popular this fragrance is. This fragrance is the one that kind of stumped everybody. It doesn't fit into any box. It's not like floral, it's not gourmet, it's not, any of those things. It's a very it's a floral amber, sure, but still, okay, it's just very unique. It has this sort of slight lacing of sugar kind of vibe, but it's not really sugary either. It's not that sweet either. It has got ambergris, which I think is a defining ingredient in here, fragrance note, which ambergris is this fragrance note that comes from a sperm whale's gut. It has this marine kind of nuance to it and also woody nuance to it, and it has it is like pine or some kind of evergreen note in here too that adds a dimension to it. It has a little saffron. You know how saffron has that very unique scent. There's a slight strawberry vibe to this, even though that is not revealed in fragrance notes, you guys. I swear sometimes I can smell that. But yeah, it is worth every penny. This is one that some people go anosmic to, after wearing it a while, they can't smell it on themselves, but miles away people can smell them, right? This is one that leaves a long lingering sillage, long lasting fragrance. I wore it one time, I remember New Year's Eve, and it was there on me the next day's Eve. Okay, so it's that long lasting. It'll stay on your clothes until you wash them, and even after. Then right here I got a very unique fragrance from EBK Paris. You guys, this is worth every dime because I've never smelled anything like this. This is technically a vanilla fragrance, but I gotta tell you, it's not vanilla that's the star of this show. It's that velvet note. It smells like a velvet fabric. If a red velvet had a scent, that's what this smells like. Smells so expensive, luxurious. You think of a gorgeous woman in a red velvet long evening gown going to the opera. That's what I think of when I smell this. This obviously has vanilla, yes, but there's that velvet note in here. You guys, makes me think of the Versailles, King Louis XIV's Versailles bedroom with all that red velvet, or the French opera house, the red velvet of that. I wear this every time I go to the opera, especially, or any kind of evening function that is high end, any kind of theater that I go to, I wear it. Then I have this right here, worth every penny, my God, because this is a super long lasting, super projecting fragrance. It is the only white floral that I think is perfect for winter. Okay, so this is one that can be worn in the coldest day. If you live in Alaska and you live in sub-zero climate, this is the white floral for you, okay? Because this thing will last. One time I was wearing this fragrance, or I sprayed it on while I was sitting next to my computer, And the next day or the next day after, I was working on my computer. I'm like, why am I smelling Chinatown? It was coming from the few droplets that fell on my computer. Can you believe it? Wow, it was projecting like crazy. So this is a little bit of, there's a little spiciness to this, very subtle spiciness, like soft spices in here. This has tuberose, gardenia, orange blossom, that sort of white florals. But this has that spiciness from the cardamom, and I want to just beautiful like spiciness to it. But it's kind of subtle at the same time, very sensual from loads of sandalwood. Yeah, it's woody. It's a very woody white floral too. It's absolutely stunning and strong, worth every dime you spend on it because it will stay on you. Here's the last one. This is by HOS Sweet. This is from the Sweet Atelier collection. This is Sweet Dreams. This is that perfume that everybody says smells like Tom Ford Bitter Peach. I disagree. I don't love Tom Ford Bitter Peach, but I love this. This does have a peach note. The peach note with the Davana creates this sweet sultriness in this fragrance that's so amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it, and it is a compliment getter as well, worth every penny. I wouldn't say all HOS Sweet perfumes are worth every penny. They are usually always overpriced for what they are, but this one I'm willing to pay the price, especially if it's on sale, but it is worth the price. It is unique. So I hope you agree with me, you guys. These 20 fragrances, they are worth every penny. I would 100% recommend them to you. These are ones you need to have in your collection. What do you think? Chime down in the comment section. I would love it when you guys share your thoughts with me, because otherwise I wouldn't know what's going on in your heads, right? I don't know what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. 30% of you have still not subscribed. Please go ahead and help me out so I can grow my community. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you guys in my next video.